Alrighty, whew, this is quite heavy. I am putting my chair together, and I've been taking wrappers off of everything, except I forgot about that. And then I have this, and I have these, and I need to see what tools I need so I can start putting all of this together. And I'm going to need the wheels. Alrighty. Let me get my instructions out and see what I have to do. The nice thing about this that I noticed that, here's the instructions, but they have step 2, part A. And this is step 2, part C. And then they have all the different pieces, you know, that goes with everything. So, anyway, let me get started. There it is! I did it! So, now, I've got to get this thrown out. I've got to get to my slippers and my bowl. And I need to grab this little jacket thingy because I gotta try to go out and cut my grass. So I got my light off, okay. Girlies, you're gonna come outside with Mommy? She's gonna cut the grass. Oh, and I gotta get this mug. And then there's this box. I'll have Adam bring that down. He's gotta go to work.
This is the moment, it's on the line. Which way you're gonna fall? In the middle, between wrong and right. But you know after all, it's your life, what you gonna do? The world is watching you. Every day the choices you make say what you are and who your heart beats for. It's an open door. It's your life. Are you who you always said you would be, with a sinking feeling in your chest? Always waiting on someone else to fix you. Tell me, when did you forget? It's your life, what you gonna do? The world is watching you. Every day the choices you make say what you are and who your heart beats for. It's an open door. To live the way that you believe. This is your opportunity to let your life be one that lies away. It's your life, what you gonna do? The world is watching you. Every day the choices you make say what you are and who your heart beats for. It's an open door. It's your life, what you gonna do? The world is watching you. Every day the choices you make say what you are and who your heart beats for. It's an open door. It's your life. It's your
Kelsey! Kitty, 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 meow, meow! I have to call Kelsey because sometimes she gets in here. I just walked all around my house, doing all the weed whacking around, all the landscaping beds, all around the fence. and in the corners where the tractor doesn't get. Are you girlies ready to go in? It is, I don't know, 68 or 69 degrees outside. And when it's hot outside, and there's grass all over the screen, so, or lens. I can't concentrate. I'm talking loud because I have music playing still in my ears. When it's hot outside in the 80s and the 90s, by this point I am dripping wet with sweat. It's rolling down my face. My face looks like it's all sunburned, but it's just, you know, from just being out in the heat. And my clothes are all wet. It takes about an hour and a half to cut this yard. It's over an acre. And then doing the weed whack. And I don't do the weed whack every time I cut the grass. I do it about every 2-3 times. So about every other week, something like that. And then I gotta put the tractor away. And then go upstairs and I have to get in the bathroom and wash off. Here we go. Oh, I guess I'll have to pull out my choke. Did I pull it out? Yes, I did. Let me call one more time for my kitty. Kelsey! Kels, meow! Meow, 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 meow. Fortunately for us, when she's been locked in here, it's been early spring or it's been in the fall when it's not real hot outside. And we find her sometimes like a day later. One time she was gone for 2 days. We just thought she was out carousing around. And she was in the shed. If it was summertime, there's no way she would have survived. So that's why every time now that any of us are cutting the grass, before we lock up, we're calling for a kitty cat. Alrighty. Down with latch number 1, latch number 2. It's cooler out here than in that shed, that's for sure. I saw a pretty cardinal when I was walking with my weed whack, and now the sun decides to come out. I could have waited till about now or a little later to come out and cut the grass, but I wanted to get it done and over with. But yeah, the reason why there's clumpy grass all over the floor, all over the grass, is because the grass was wet and it gets clogged underneath the blades. And wait a minute, my earphones. Yeah, they get clogged, and I have to keep going up and down the rows to mulch the grass. Usually I just go up at a couple different times, you know, where it piles up, and it's done. But when it gets clumpy like this because it's wet, I go up probably about 10 times. It's crazy. But anyway, it's nice and sunny out. Now you can see how pretty the flowers look. I gotta go in. I need a shower. I need a shower. Come on, Ellie, let's go in the house. Or Lucy. It's a very rainy Friday morning, almost 9 o'clock. I have a hair appointment. And if it wasn't for that, boy, I would not be getting out in this. By noon, though, we're supposed to be getting, you know, torrential downpours, like monsoon rain. It's supposed to be very, very heavy. The wind was blowing heavily yesterday afternoon, late afternoon, into the evening and this morning, but it's kind of died down now. But anyway, Harry put some grass seed in those 2 patchy areas that I had to fill in because of the gophers, groundhogs, whichever they are, that are digging tunnels. And they dug all the way up into our backyard, but I put a concrete planter over the hole. And I think that the groundhog would know better not to go back into that tunnel to come out to our backyard from the front to the back, because 2 2 different times as it came out of the hole, my dogs went after the groundhog and kind of tore it up a little bit. Bit it all up. So anyway, I'm having to drive slow because of the roads, and people are driving fast, even on wet roads. Why do you do that? You're supposed to be using caution, because if you have to slam on your brakes, you will slide. It's called road conditions, and you're supposed to be concerned about that, but other people, apparently, they're not concerned about it. So anyway, with the gopher holes, Harry went out yesterday and planted grass seed. He threw a whole bunch of grass seed down there. So with the torrential rains that we're supposed to get today, and then, you know, starting to warm up a little bit, hopefully within a week or week and a half, hopefully we'll see some grass growing and so forth. Those patchy areas were a little bit bigger than they should have been. There was grass, you know, that grows around the hole, and because it kind of, you know, bends down into the hole, the grass was really long, and I really should have pulled it out of there, but I wasn't sticking my hand down there because I'm not getting bit by anything that might be in those holes. So anyway, I just had to, you know, kind of go around it, and that's what it looked like. So now here I am getting ready to turn. Good Saturday morning. I didn't really vlog after I came home yesterday from getting my hair done, for the simple reason that I had some cleaning that I wanted to do so that, you know, I could take a break this weekend and relax. The only thing I'm doing today is I'm cleaning the 2 bathrooms upstairs, but I'm gonna spend this weekend staying off my feet. And I also called my mom, and I think I talked to my mom. I think I called her at 12:30, and then it was like almost 10 after 3. I looked at the clock. I said, oh my goodness, we better get off of the phone, because I had to get dinner by that point anyway, start working on it. So yeah, I talked to my mom for almost 3 hours on the phone. That they want to come in, and I've been watching the Cosby Show. They start putting that on like, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that. It's 12 minutes after 7, by the way. And I got up with the dogs at 1:30, and I couldn't go back to sleep, and I watched TV, believe it or not. I stayed awake and watched, what was I watching? I was watching, I think that's celebrity wife swap shows. I watched a couple of those. And here comes Lucy. And then I watched Tori Spelling. It used to be Tori and Dean. Now it's just Tori, because her husband, you know, had cheated on her. If you've seen that in the tabloids months and months and months ago. But anyway, they're working out their issues on camera. And she says she's doing it because she wants people to hear her side of the story. The thing about that, with airing your dirty laundry like that in public, I don't know if that's so good. You know, they got 4 kids, and 2 of the kids are, you know, school age, elementary school age, and, you know, I don't know. Kids get taunted in school and everything. And, you know, if parents are watching that show, and even if little kids were around, and, oh, and you go to school with their little boy, their little girl, you know, that kind of thing, that can cause problems. And I actually feel really bad for her. When I just turned it on. It was on after one of those celebrity wife swap shows that I was watching, and it came on. And she's in so much emotional pain. And it's hard to watch that, you know, somebody going through something really difficult like that. And then they showed the previews for next week's show, because I guess it just started, this series. And next week's show, oh, it looks horrid what she has to go through, and all the agonizing crying and everything, and she's just so hurt. Yeah, I couldn't put something like that on television. And first of all, I have a very stable, happy marriage, and so that's good. But yeah, for somebody to put something like that on television. I don't know. I don't know. It's quite sad.
Oh, this might not be a good idea because...
No, because it'll make it do that all the time.
You'll just have to get another shepherd. So.
Oh, the perennials are coming back. Yay! Looking nice.
Well, this is a Concord also.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, ease my mind. Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you, and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. So happy together. And how is the weather? So